Folks, I'm gonna do a little something. Come on over, my wife in the video. Gonna do a little something different this morning. It is bare cold, everything's froze. So we're gonna bring you a video of, got a lot of new members. And it's according to how far back you go to when you start watching. So we're just gonna bring everybody up to date. It's January, so we're gonna bring, this is Rosie. You probably can't see Rosie.
I was gonna say, this is Rosie, I'm Donita.
And I'm Ricky. Rosie's my girl. She's in all my videos. My wife puts a blanket on her. Do the camera down so they can see her. She's my girl. She goes everywhere with me. Can you see her?
Well, I can't see her for the thing in the camera.
Well, you can turn it down.
I got it.
All right, you got Rose?
Got Rose.
All right. But I want to bring to you the things we use to make our wood yard work the way it does. I'm gonna bring you what I use chainsaws first. My wife helps me split. She does not help me cut wood. She has run a chainsaw before, but I'd rather me to get hurt, and I have been hurt last year. I had a log, was unloading a log out of a dump trailer, and I pulled the log. The guy snatched the log. He asked me to help get the log out of the trailer. Long story short, he jerked it before I was ready, hit me in my chest. I fell backwards, fell into the pile of logs, and the log came off the trailer and hit me right below the knee, and it was a big log. Should have broke my leg, but by the grace of God, it didn't. Took a long time to get that bone bruise where it didn't hurt no more.
He's good to go now.
But my saws of choice, and they are dirty because we cut the other day and I hadn't cleaned them up yet. This was my favorite saw. It is an old 46 steel. It's an older saw. Got a 2-foot bar on it, but I love this saw. I have a MS 391, and this saw's probably got the most used this year because I use it for stuff like 12, 10 inches or smaller. I use this saw. Put a new bar on it, and you can tell it's got a lot of use this year. A lot of hours on this saw this year. That is a MS 391. But I also have a Rancher in the Husqvarna. I have a bow saw in the Husqvarna. And I also have in a steel, a 066. It has got a 3-foot bar on it. I only bring it out on special days that I got a lot of energy because it is heavy. It's got a lot of horsepower, and I use that on the bigger wood. I don't use that saw on nothing else but clean big wood, because it ain't nothing I despise worse as to put a 3-foot bar into something's got dirt on it and it gets dull and you gotta sharpen that big long bar. So I only use it on clean big wood. I also have a chain locker by Yard Mars. I keep all my chains in it. They don't get tangled up. They don't get kinked up. You can throw it. They always gonna stay in place.
Put the name up so they can see.
Yard Mars. Tool you need in your wood yard. Especially if you go to other places and cut wood for people, or you see one laying by the road, or you go to cutovers, you need this in your truck.
You can find them on Amazon.
You find them on Amazon. This company reached out to me, and I love this, and I would promote. I'm not going to, whatever I have, I'm going to tell you the good and the bad. I'm going to tell you my mistakes. My motto is, don't do as I do, just learn from my stupidity. I'm not telling you how to cut wood. I'm not telling you how to split wood. I'm not telling you how to operate a chainsaw or anything. That's how I do it. So So learn from my mistakes. Another product I use all the time, and I've got the other one in my truck right now, the longer wedge. It's also by Yard Marsh. You can find them on Amazon. It's the holder and these wedges. You need a good set of wedges when you're cutting wood, because you're going to pinch a saw and you never know when you're going to need one, and they're made to carry on your side. Are valuable. These two items are valuable. You can find them on Amazon. They're always with me. They're either in my truck or on my side. I buy wood. I have to buy logs sometimes. I go get logs sometimes. I'm gonna fix and show you my pride and joy and my wood splitter. But we got bunkers. Let me get behind the camera and show you. We have bunkers over here that if you go to Chris in the wood yard, he started all this with these bunkers. And I love the bunkers. You don't have to stack them. They are so time consuming. So I can zoom in. I've got covers on them billboards, vinyls. But all we do is throw the wood in there. You don't have to stack it. My plan is on sometime next year I need a conveyor, and I can just split and let that conveyor throw them in there. But maybe we'll get one this year. And you can see here, I have about 50 totes. And that's all right there is next year. I think we counted 60, right at 40, maybe a little bit more than 40. I know this camera's on angle, so pardon me. I've got probably a 50, 60 totes. My set of forks on the tractor, when they're green, they barely will pick them up and slide them into place. But when they're seasoned, my Kubota tractor will pick them up, and I can put them and dump them in that dump trailer. Now that is just about a face cord of wood. This basket right here is about a face cord of wood, but it's missing. You got to top them off and put one more row on top. But my tractor will not pick that up green. So I have to do it like that, and then I generally have piles or get it out of the bunker to top it off. This is my Kubota tractor. I bought it brand new last year. It is a L2501, 25 horsepower tractor. I went to buy a 3901 in this Kubota, which is 39 horsepower. They have a L3301, which is 33 horsepower, and L2501, it's a 25 horsepower. All three tractors on the same frame. They look identical. You cannot tell them apart. And the reason why I went to 2501 instead of buying the 3901 at the time is this loader is on all three tractors, which means it picks up the same amount on a 39 horsepower as the 25 horsepower. And it was about $12,000 different in price. So I bought the 25 horsepower. I bought a set of discs for it. I've got the bucket, I've got the forks, I've got the third function on it. I got the wider tires, water in the tires. I have the grabbers for the front. I have the quick connect on the back. I bought the bush hog. I bought everything. I love this tractor. This is my dump trailer. It is a 5x10. It is a Big Tex. It is a 70 SR. And I give you the payload on it and how much I can haul. Is a double axle. I went to buy me a 6x10 or 6x12, but this trailer, I bought it during COVID. And at the time, the people around here that had dump trailers was sold out, and they could not tell me when they were ever going to get one in. And this gentleman the next day put on Marketplace, that was about 2 miles from me, put this trailer on there, and it was brand new. The guy had hardly used it. He was built shops and porches and things like that, and he was retiring and had his trailer less than a year. And he gave me a great deal on it. I went and looked at it, and I brought it home the same day, and I haven't regretted it. Do I wish I had a bigger one? Yes, but I can put 2-face cords of wood in this trailer. And you'll see it a lot on my videos, but I don't regret buying it. I wish I had a bigger one at times, but I love this trailer. I might well show you my old truck too. That is a 2000 long bed 4x4 Chevrolet truck. It's got a 5.3 gas engine in it. It has 300,000 miles on it. I have put a Jasper transmission in it about 3 years ago. The engine is just like it when I got it. That has been a great truck. And if the engine blows at the end of this video, I will buy a crate another 5.3 engine in it and stick in this truck. Body steel's great on it. Does everything I want. I have a 2500 Chevrolet truck that I was going to incorporate in it. But I cannot find me a decent truck here in South Carolina. They want more than new price for something that's got over 200,000 miles on it, and I'm not going to do it. But this old truck's been good to me. That's why I include it in my Woodyard tools of need. Yeah, right there is my pride and joy. That's my blessing right there. I call her my blessing. My pride and joy is this Wolf Ridge. It is filthy. It is a machine. If you're gonna get serious about splitting wood and producing, I probably split 50 cords, which is 150 face cords, at least a year. I have a 4-way wedge and a 6-way. I've had this machine. How long have I had this Wolf Ridge, baby? 3 years? This would be the third year. The only problem I've had with it is my hydraulic tank is leaking around a well. And tell you how good Wolf Ridge is. I called Chris at Wolf Ridge and told him, I asked him what could I do to fix it. This tank here, hydraulic tank, was subbed out and somebody else made them when this particular wood splitter here was made. They do not no longer sub out anything. Let me back up. The tank. I'm pretty sure, the cylinders, but beside the cylinders in the Honda engines, they pretty much make everything in-house now. The tanks are made in-house, and Chris sent me a brand new tank. I have not put it on. I actually bought a 5-gallon hydraulic oil to put in here to keep running, even though it's losing it. And you can see right there, it loses a little bit every time. But right now, everybody, all the storms we had and the winds, I'm getting green wood in, and I didn't want to slow down. So I'd rather have bought 5 gallons and just waste it, which it is expensive, than to change it out right now. But this has a stand. When you're doing big wood, you put that stand down. Because if you don't, on a big piece of wood, it's going to raise this 4-wheeler up. Even though this 4-wheeler is heavy, it will raise it up. A lot of times I'll either stand on it or my wife will stand on it. Because a lot of times the ground is uneven or it's not, and that stand won't go down. But 90% of the time that stand is down. It is a Pro 28C compact. It has a Honda engine on it. I've never pulled that rope more than 2 times. Most of the time when you choke it and pull it one time, it doesn't have electric start. In my opinion, it doesn't need it because it cranks up on the first pull. A lifting table. If you go back on my videos, I've got some very, 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 very big wood. I have yet not to put a piece of wood up here that this table will not pick up. The new ones now, you can buy an extension. I wish mine had extension, but it is what it is. But they make a little bit bigger table for these units now. Like I say, this unit's 3 years old, could be 4 years old, I'm not sure. And I can't show you because that's one of my old tanks. I use a Sure Can gas. To me, that is the best gas can available. Get it up here for you can see it. Sure Can. My last video I showed putting gas in this Honda engine. It's got a thing here you pull out. It's got a trigger. All you gotta do is mash that trigger and gas comes out. It does not leak. I've had questions about that right there. I've never had one to leak. I've got 3 of them now. I got 2 gas cans and I got 1 diesel can. Tractor Supply has them. A lot of your hardware store has them. Most places are $59. I'm gonna tell you that now, $59. But I'd rather pay $59 for this one than pay $25 to $30 for something that's gonna lose half the gas. It's gonna make you lose your religion, and it ain't worth a damn. Just to put it bluntly. Anything else I'm missing?
Spud bar.
Well, you always gotta have a spud bar. Big wood. Down south, that's what we call a spud bar. We're about out of wood, season wood. But we got plenty of wood, plenty of logs in the wood yard that we are working on. We're waiting for the sun to come up and get everything unthrows. It is, how cold did it get last night?
19.
19. Yesterday morning it was 10 to 12, I don't know where you were. So, last but not least, and it's down here in the bad section, but I'm not gonna move it right now because it's froze to the ground. Wolf Ridge has a bundler. You can buy them. There's plenty of bundlers out there. This is a 1 cubic foot size round that you put your, got a piece of wood here. You just throw it in, fill it up, put a bag in it, turn it upside down. And I generally put a piece of 2. I've got videos on using this Wolf Ridge bundler. You will not break the bank. I done forgot how much is. Go to the website, Wolf Ridge, to see how much they are. I done forgot how much they are. But I want to say they're $6.95. They could be $5.95. But check them out. This thing makes filling bags so much easier. It's so much quicker. You'll enjoy it. That is money well spent right there. The Wolf Ridge bundler. Go to the website and check them out. Or look at my videos on how we bag firewood. We call them Rosie's bundles. That's the star of the show. So this is our wood yard. This is some of the tools we use. I just showed you a couple of them that we use every time I come to the wood yard. They're always here. But if you want to increase your productivity, I can't say it, my lips are froze. Check the Wolf Ridge. I've mentioned this, a lot of these other splitters you see is just as good, but this whole mechanism right here is 1 unit. And either it takes 3 people, 2 people, or front end loader to pick this thing up.
Not yours.
Mine, you just take a pin out I'll let my wife. I'm gonna demonstrate how easy this is to get my gloves on, so my fingers won't stick to it. This how hard it is to change the splitter on a wolf ridge. Take that pin out, pick it up. That's how hard it is to put back on.
Making too much noise.
Put that pin in, and I keep a 4-way and a 6-way handy all the time. All right, folks, we about froze down here. My fingers are cold. Rose, everything ready to go to the fire. We're gonna try to get down here and work up some wood. We got one more wood order we got delivered today, and I hope to be down here cutting some rounds up and splitting them. But we appreciate all the new members. We appreciate each and every one of you. We love when you comment. We try to answer. My lips are froze. We try to answer every one of them, but we read every one of them. And if I get somebody, I just forgot it. But I try to respond and comment on every comment that y'all do. Y'all take care of one another this cold weather. We try to make a video every day, but some days the weather just ain't fit.
Like and subscribe, share, and comment, please.
Take care of one another. We'll see you back in the wood yard soon. This is Rec Outdoors.